What's up, guys? I am on my way to do a little video shoot here in my buddy's home gym. Sorry for the audio quality on this one. I know that it's probably a little bit lower since I don't have the microphone hooked up, but I figured I'd shoot out a quick video while I'm driving here to kill some time. So something's kind of been weighing on my mind for a video topic for a little bit. And it's kind of more for the guys out there watching my channel that are just beginning. I know some of you guys found me from my SARMs videos, so you guys are maybe a little bit more advanced lifters. But this is for those guys that maybe haven't been lifting for very long, maybe aren't seeing the progress that they used to see, or aren't seeing the progress that they expected to see when they were first starting. So if that sounds like you guys, then please give this video a thumbs up and watch till the very end. Also, I apologize for not looking at you guys during the video. I'm obviously driving here, so I gotta stay safe first and foremost. So basically the topic for today is planning out your workout routines. So, you know, it used to be a lot of times when I would go into the gym, I'd talk to my friends and whatnot and be like, oh, you know, what are you hitting today in the gym? And they'd be like, oh, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing, and then fill in the blank, right? You know, if you head to the gym without a plan, the workout is gonna show that. So let me just repeat that. If you head to the workout without a plan, your workout is going to show that. So if you're coming in there with just some crappy idea of what you might want to do today, you know, if you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll do legs, or maybe I'll do arms, you know, you get to the gym, you don't really have a solid plan, so you just wind up kind of doing random whatever, right? You don't even have your exercises planned out, nothing. So what you really need to do if you're just starting, or maybe you've hit a plateau, what I do is I write down every exercise that I'm going to do for my workout, every rep scheme, the sets and the reps. I write everything down before I even go to the gym. And ideally, I plan out my entire month or a 3-month program way ahead of time so that I know exactly what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday of this week, on Wednesday of this week, so that I can plan accordingly. So, you know, I live here in Colorado, so usually on the weekends I'm out hiking, and I don't want my leg workouts to be crap. So I don't typically do leg workouts on Sundays or on Mondays, because I know that I'm probably going to be hiking over the weekend, right? And I don't want my legs to already be fatigued by the time I get to the gym and do my leg workout. So what I do is I plan my leg workouts on other days, right? I still fit in the workouts. I'm not cutting out any workouts, but I am planning my workouts to provide me with my optimal amount of strength and endurance, so that I can get a good workout. But you know, if you're not planning out your workouts, you know, you're not going to be doing stuff like that. And then, you know, it's just so much easier to skip workouts that you don't want to do if you don't plan things out. If you just show up to the gym and say, oh, what am I feeling like today? Well, guess what? If I did that, I would literally never do legs, because I'm never feeling like doing leg day unless I'm supposed to max out or something, and you know, I'm kind of hyped about it. But I literally never feel like doing leg day. So if I based my workouts off of what I feel like, it just wouldn't happen, and my legs would be the size of my arms. So I don't want that to happen to you guys, and I don't want that to happen to myself. So tip number 1, plan your workouts out. If you're not gonna do it, you know, weeks ahead of time, at least plan out what you're gonna do the day before you go to the gym. At least plan it out an hour before you hit your workout, so that as soon as you get to the gym, you can get in there, get everything done, and get out. You know, that's what I like to do. I like to get in there, do what I'm supposed to do, and get out. Not spending 5, 6, 10 minutes in between sets talking to your buddies, shooting the breeze. Don't do that. Just plan your workouts out, get in there, get your workouts done, and go about your day. So that's what I like to do. Second thing, you need to make sure that you're hitting every single body part. This sounds very simple, but a lot of guys don't do this. Even if you are planning your workouts out, some guys, they don't really account for the body parts that they are really needing to hit. So I'll give you an example. You know, they'll do chest day on Monday, and maybe they'll do chest and triceps on chest day. Then they'll do back and biceps. And then they'll basically skip over shoulders because maybe their shoulders are hurting a little bit for chest. And then maybe they'll do legs, and then they'll add in a day of maybe calves and a day of abs, right? So a lot of guys do this where they just kind of neglect certain body parts, maybe because they don't really feel like they directly need to train them, or they just aren't really accounting for those different body parts in their workouts, maybe because they don't like to train them, or, you know, fill in the blank. So what you need to do when you're planning your workouts out, I recommend making sure you have every single body part in each workout plan. So how a typical split looks like for me at this stage of the game, I typically have a chest day, I typically have a back day, I have an arms day, and I have a legs day. On chest day, I'll toss in triceps or shoulders. On back day, I'm going to toss in biceps, and I'll probably put some calves in on back day as well. Then on arm day, obviously it's just going to be triceps and biceps, and I might have a rest day in between back and arm day, and then I'm going to have my leg day, and then the whole split just repeats. So it kind of depends on what stage of the game I'm in, but typically that's kind of what it's looking like on a day-to-day basis for me. So you know, if I feel like my shoulders need a little bit of work, then maybe I'll toss in shoulders on arms day as well as on chest day. So you really have to kind of look at your physique and figure out what you need to work on. So that leads me to point number 3, exactly what I just said. When you're planning out your workouts, you need to honestly evaluate your body and see what you need to work on. So for example, right now, you know, I think my shoulders need a little bit of extra work right now. So I'm adding in shoulders twice a week instead of once a week, for example. And you know, some of you guys have small arms because maybe you train mostly powerlifting, mainly the compound lifts, and you know, that's not a problem if you don't care about the size of your arm. But if you want your arms to be bigger, a lot of times it takes a direct arm day, or at least direct bicep tricep work, because I don't care what anybody tells you, if you're not training biceps directly and if you're not training triceps directly, your arms are not going to grow to their full potential. So, you know, some guys say, oh, well, if you're doing heavy deadlifts, or if you're doing this, or if you're doing that, you don't need to train biceps really. That's kind of bullcrap unless you don't care about the size of your arm. If you're fine with your arms being, you know, 15-inch Justin Bieber arms, then that's totally fine. Go ahead and don't do that. But if you want your arms to look good, if you want them to be big, if you want your shirt sleeves to be ripping, then you gotta have an arm day in there. So that is point number 3. Just look at your body, evaluate your weak points, and add in exercises accordingly. You know, I still kind of struggle with this because when I first started working out, I would just get on a specific workout plan, and I wouldn't really modify that workout plan to my own body. So what I really needed to do when I first started working out was look at my body, see what areas I need to bring up, and then probably add in some extra work on specific days for those body parts. So right now, I said, you know, my shoulders need a little bit of extra work, and I would also say that my outer quads need a little extra work. So what am I going to do? I'm going to add in some extra quad work, and I'm going to add in some extra shoulder work on specific days. So those are just my kind of 3 tips for beginners, and also for guys who have maybe hit plateaus or are not seeing the progress that they want to see on certain body parts. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'll hit that like button, I really appreciate it. I am almost at 500 subscribers, and I thank you guys so much for that. I'm looking forward to hitting that 1 grand so I can start monetizing my videos. That's really something that I'm going for on this one, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys.